Hello, and welcome to another video. So today, Sim Update 12 was released, and also, even more exciting than that, is we have got, if I can find it, the Antonov. I've already bought it, so it's probably not going to show up. Owned. Bring it. Where are you? Where are you? There it is. Antonov AN2. This is... I've been really excited waiting for this. Given the challenges the team have had bringing it to Flight Simulator and everything that was been going on in Ukraine, to see this finally released is very, very exciting. So I'm wanting to give you all a look, basically, and give you my impressions and blah blah blah. We're going to operate out of Raglan. So let's zoom in and find a good place. I've been to Raglan many times. It's a great part of the country, actually. So we'll set that as the departure. Now we don't want a 767 on this occasion because it could be a little bit embarrassing. Mind you, it could be a lot of fun as well. So there's AN2 floats, AN2 with the GNS 530, 430 on skis as well. So let's just go for the standard model at this stage. Let's see what liveries we've got. Yeah, we'll just go with the default. Alright, this is the first load for me, so it could take a little bit longer given it's a new aircraft, and I guess it has to compile, but I wouldn't expect the systems to be overly complex, so it shouldn't take too long, I'm hoping. So yeah, AN2, I've been a big fan of this aircraft. I had it in FSX, I had it in P3D, there was a great version in P3D. Interesting. There was an update for that today as well. Alright. I had it in P3D, loved it in that. It was a really nice rendition. So I've been waiting for this to come to MS Flight Sim for quite a while. Ooh, good sounds, good sounds. Let's just jump out quickly and have a look. Lovely evening in Raglan. All the surfies will be out. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that heat coming out of the engine. Yeah, just lovely. It does not disappoint. You know, some aircraft, I know for me, like some of these sort of reviews that I've done for add-ons where I've had so much anticipation for it, and then when you get the actual thing in sim, it's like, huh. But this doesn't. This is like, yeah, this is exactly what I expected. Just beautiful. Lovely levels of detail. Lovely texturing. So just look at that clarity. You know, if we think about the LH Simulation 767 that was released recently and some of the texturing on that, and then you can compare this. Now yes, I understand it's a smaller aircraft and all that kind of stuff, but just look at the clarity. Crisp lines. Look at the writing. Look how crisp that is. So these guys have used the latest techniques to bring this aircraft to market. And that's exactly what you expect to get in Microsoft Flight Simulator, in my opinion. Not some bloody port over, not some half-baked nonsense, but a genuine high detail MS Flight Sim model. And at first glance, that appears to be exactly what we've got with the AN2. So well done to the team. Looks extraordinary. Let's jump inside and we'll have a look. A little bit of a close look at the VC. So just look at the quality. Oops, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So look at the quality of the gauges, the switches. This is a piece of art. Not that I can read a damn thing. Just as well the engine's going, because it's unlikely I'd ever get it going otherwise. It's just exquisite. It's the way that. This is one of the things I really love about Microsoft Flight Simulator. Is just the way light interacts off surfaces. You know, the way those green lights. It's just fantastic. Just the attention to detail, the wear and tear and the age on these textures. It's just magnificent. It's exactly what you expect to see in a modern add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator, you know? And I think, I think we have a right to expect high quality add-ons. You know, I think we have the right to expect high quality add-ons in Sim. Given what I've paid for this, I think it was $14 or something. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy price. And that was on special. I think it was down from $22 or something close to that. And it's like, at $22 this is a steal, let alone at $14.50. That seems quite ludicrous to me that they would sell it for such a cheap price. Yeah, it's just amazing. And you can hear the wind outside. Look at that! Look at the way the light. Oh gosh, it's just exquisite. Okay, well, we better close that because I just want to take it for a flight. Alright, close you. What about you? Nope, you're not going to open. Nope. This is, oh, bloody hell, look at that. Excellent. So if I'm, I guess wanting to unload cargo or I'm jumping out of the plane, then there I am. Now how the hell do I close it? There we go. Oop. Very good, lovely animations. Alright. Yeah, look at that. Just the quality of the texturing. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. A few things that don't work. So I can't adjust the seat. Not that I'm concerned by that at all, and not that it's something that I feel I should be able to do. It's always interesting to see just to what depths they've gone. This is really lovely indeed. Alright, let's settle down into our seat. I'm having to use my keyboard to move around. That's why it's a little bit all over the place, so I apologise for that. Windows. Oh yes, you can hear the sound change. Gets louder. now hopefully I've got my brakes on. You may be able to hear that in the video, but it's just the way the sound changes as I turn my head in sim. They've done that really well. Yeah, it's amazing. Just that sound, 3D sound. Wow, it's awesome. Alright, let's turn all the lights on. Let's just go outside and have a quick look and see what lights actually turned on. So we got the navs, we got the landing lights and all those sorts of things. Fair bit of wind in Raglan tonight, so it should be a good departure. We'll come back and we'll have a look at Raglan in a little bit more detail a little bit later on. Typical holiday town. Alright, let's take this baby for a spin. Okay, I think I got my brakes sorted. Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah. Well, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Let me just... There it is. It's quite literally a handbrake. Oh, fascinating. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Alright, let's see. Let's give this bird a crack. Oh. Got a real crosswind today and we're off already. Wow. Short takeoff and landing, city. It's as you'd expect, it's easy to fly, and fortunately it's extraordinarily forgiving as well. At least that was my experience in the P3D days. You know, they're basically flying tanks in terms of their ability to put up with shit from the pilots, basically, which is good news for me because I'm I think it's fair to say that I'm reasonably incompetent as a pilot. Well, I'm not really, but I'm fairly rough. But this is lovely. As you'd expect, it's not a rocket machine. So you're not going to get anywhere particularly fast, but you'll certainly get there reliably. I haven't read the manual or any of the details that I'm sure come with it. Let's just open this and get a sense of the sound. Lovely. Looks like the mirror works as well. Way off in the distance there, it's actually Mount Taranaki. We're just going to do a circuit, keep it fairly brief. Lovely, lovely, lovely aircraft. Visually, flies really nicely. I'm going to enjoy exploring in this. I'm going to have to use the GNS equipped model simply because my my Russian or Ukrainian is non-existent, basically. But given this is really just the first look, I'm not too concerned. And if you're looking for an expert review, then I'm certainly not your man for that. But I know what I like in Flight Sim, and this is great. This is really great. I had a lot of fun with this in P3D, so as I said, I am looking forward to it in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm so pleased they've finally been able to release it. Alright, let's just change let's just change the weather. What do we want? No, we don't want any of that. We don't want that. Few clouds there, nah. Scattered clouds. Actually, let's go to snow. Oh, no, we don't want that. Scattered clouds, yeah. Lovely. That's a lovely visual. So we're going to go around the mountain. We will head back to Raglan. I'll change the time of day just to get a feel for the controls. So we'll just speed up time a bit and get a bit of darkness happening in the cockpit. Yeah, look at that. That's lovely. Really lovely. The way the light's reflecting, or the beacon is reflecting off all of those different parts in different ways, and that mirror is working. It's extraordinary. Alright, we'll just change the time back again. No, we don't want you, we want the time. We'll take it back to morning. Looks like I'm up in the cloud. I don't think I really want that. Just dial back the power. Performance is really good, but you kind of expect that. It's not a hugely complex aircraft, and of course it's not overly big, but the level of detail that they've included with it really is fantastic. But it performs really nicely in sim. Really nicely in sim. I'm really looking forward to exploring all the features and reading the manual more than anything. But exploring all the features, because there's so many. It comes with so many options as well, which is really cool. And it's always really good to see when you know, it's not just one model. It'd be great to take it up the mountains and use the skis, but also the floats as well, and do some water ops, particularly out of places like Rotorua in New Zealand. Now, where's the airport? It's that little spit of land over there. Yeah, that's it there. I'm pretty sure that's it. No, this is one. This is an aircraft I can highly recommend. Just lovely. Look at even just, you know, little features like this. You know, the oil splatter on the windows here. It's just great. This bird's obviously been around a while and seen plenty. Yeah, you can adjust the lights. That's pretty cool. Just fly the plane, John. Yeah, that's very cool. Oh, that's very cool. Alright, need to lose some speed here. If you ever get the chance to visit New Zealand, or you're in New Zealand and you haven't visited Raglan, it's, I don't know, half an hour drive or so from Hamilton. Well worth it. Really is well worth it. Even better if you can fly in a light aircraft. It's a great holiday destination, but it's a great destination any time of the year. Highly recommend it. I've spent quite a bit of time there, and it's just fantastic. It's one of those classic Kiwi seaside resort towns. Very small. It's got the amenities that you need. They've got a great bowls club. Don't ask me how I know that. Yeah, all the amenities you need. It's a lot of fun. Plenty to do. If you're a surfer, you'll love it. But also with all these inlets and things as well, if you're a kayaker. It's quite safe. And yeah, good times. I think I probably need a little bit more power, maybe. Just trying to see what my speed is. There we come around. And the scenery that they've got as well with the airports, really nice. Full flaps now, probably a bit high, but hey, not too bad, Oh, okay, it's just straighten her up. Yeah, need to get down now. Come on, down again. There we go. Did I bounce? Did I? I did. Oh my god, I think we're going to go through the fence. Oh my god, no, we're going to end up on our nose. Bugger! I hate it when that happens. It makes me look so bad. Sorry, Mr. Antonov. So there you go. Of course I did that on purpose, just to highlight the point that because it's a tail dragger, you have to be really careful, and ideally land it on all three wheels at the same time. So this was purely for educational purposes, you understand. Yeah, okay. Alright, well, there we go. That's extraordinarily embarrassing, but never mind. There we go, the AN2, just released on the marketplace today. I can't leave it like that. I'm going to have to reload it. That's too embarrassing. I did that with the other Antonov as well. My god. Okay, I'm going to use one of the other skins. Alright, let's try. I can't leave it with its nose in the grass. It's just wrong, absolutely wrong. We'll also do a quick look at Raglan while we're here. Yeah, a very quick look. Yeah, no we're not. That's enough of that nonsense. Let's see if we can shut down some engines. There we go. Let's get out and have a look, shall we? Look at that, lovely. Countryside Flyer, can't say I've heard of them before. Can't say I'm a huge fan of a huge fan of the colour scheme. It's a little bit bright. It's brighter than I thought it was going to be. It's fine, don't get me wrong. Yeah, probably not. Okay, let's have a very quick look at Raglan while we're here. It's not safe to use for exercising dogs, but it would be cool though. It would be very cool to exercise the dog here if I had one. So they were saying there's something like 3,800 individual scenery points here, and that wouldn't surprise me. Typical NZA simulations quality. There's the Scooby-Doo van. Foursquare, for those who are unfamiliar with it, it's a small supermarket chain here in New Zealand. They tend to be in the smaller centres, so that's who Foursquare is. So some good advertising for Foursquare there. Yeah, that's really nice. Lovely, lovely clarity in the textures. Now I saw, yes, I thought I saw one of these, a Fletcher by the look of it. Yep. So Super Air operate out of Raglan. Obviously, being a rural location, plenty of farmland and things like that around the place. There's the holiday park itself. Great place to set up a tent or bring your caravan if you're a boatie. So much fun. So much fun. And this is really nice. Kids play area, which is always good. That's where you check in and yeah, it's just the clarity of textures. It's one of the things with the NZA simulations. The quality of the textures and stuff. Oh look, there's even hope. Oops, those chairs are a bit dodgy. Communal areas, yeah, it's lovely little it's a lovely little scenery. So sports field, looks like we've got your picnic area, good old L&P. People visiting. What are our prices like? Let's get fish and chips for dinner. Yeah, very nice. Yum. And the skate park. Yo yo. Some kid left their bike. That won't be there in the morning. Oh, look at that. As a Star Wars geek, hello, welcome to Raglan. That's really cool. They've done a great job. Really great job with that stuff. And then we've got the bridge. So this is pretty cool at night. So let's change the time of day and just have a quick look at that. So let's get some pretty sunsets going on. There we go. Lovely. So that looks really cool. Really cool. Yeah, that's Raglan Town, which isn't really featured as part of the scenery so much. Lots of default stuff there, but that's good old Raglan Town. This this building right here, not that you'd know it, but that's one of the best cafes in Raglan. There's another one over the other side of the road, sort of in this general area, and there's a pub in this general area as well, which is really good. I think the Bowls Club is just up there somewhere. There it is, the Bowls Club. Yay! I went to a work function where we did bowls. So, yeah. Lots of fun. But anyway, I digress. Let's go back to the airport. Oop. Oh yeah, good stuff. So you're just the right sort of amount of night lighting. You know, it's ambient. It's what you'd expect. Pretty cool. And if we go back to the AN2 at night as well, so there we go, let's have all the lights going. So it's very cool. So there we go. So that's the AN2 available now from the marketplace. It's currently on special now in New Zealand. It's selling for $14.50, so obviously that's going to vary based on your own currency. And you can also get NZA's Raglan, which has actually been out for quite a while. You can get it direct from their website as a freeware add-on, or if you want to support the developer, you can also buy that from the marketplace. And it's currently $7.80 or something like that. So very, very cheap for quite a cool little scenery there. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the first look for the AN2. And if you get it, happy flying. And if you don't get it, then you're missing out, I think. Cool. Cheers, and see you next time. Happy flying.